If you clicked on this video, it's because you probably own a pair of overhead headphones. And if you don't, you have owned a pair at a certain time and point in your life. Now, I know on the market right now, it's kind of crazy. We have headphones that can range all the way up to $1,000. I mean, look at AirPods Max, they're so expensive. What if I could told you that you can get just about everything that those premium headphones offer you with something of the likes of this, just under $100. Now, in this box right here lies the Earphone Wave Pro. It is a noise canceling professional headset that offers a lot. I want to talk about it. There's good things I want to say about this, but before we talk about the details, I gotta point out something. So let's get into the box and let's take a quick look at what I'm talking about here. This is the product in question. These are the Earphone Wave Pro noise canceling headphones. And before I get into the video, I really do have good things to say about this headset. Like, it just has good features, it's good design, it's nice, it feels premium and everything. But I really do have to touch up on something. I want to be transparent with everyone watching the video. I really don't know who was behind the idea of naming the brand Earphone, but I will admit, this ain't it. Like, it's not it. Now, with all that being said, if you are willing to overlook the fact that the name is a little bit dodgy and it just kind of sounds a little bit goofy, here in my hands is a headphone that actually is quite solid. Now, with that being said, there are three main things I want to touch up on in regards to this headphone. I really want to jump into the sound quality of the headphones themselves. So the Earphone Wave Pro has really good drivers for the most part. I will point something out really quickly. If we do take a moment to compare them to maybe like something of the likes of the Sony XM5s, you would find a lot of resemblance. You know, there's a lot of clarity when it comes to overall lows and highs and mids. In a headset with the drivers, you want to make sure that it's able to just separate all of those things, as well as it is able to layer them on top of each other properly, just to create that perfect balance. When it comes to bass, I really do like the overall quality of the sound. It's nice, it's vibrant, but it's not too punchy and it's not overwhelming. It does sit just about right. When it comes to vocal clarity, there has been instances where I found that the headphone was lacking in certain areas. There are a lot of the songs that I usually listen to have main vocal leads. All right, so the artist has a nice voice and that's pretty much the main layer on the track. And I have to admit that sometimes it just feels a little bit noisy. It feels a little bit staticky, kind of like resembling to TV static. And whilst that isn't such of a big downside, when you look at the headphone and you try to be nitpicky about it and you want to compare it to another pair of headphones and you want to make the right choice, this can be a little element that might make you alter your decision in the end. If you have been keeping up with designs in the last few years / months, you'll notice there is some sort of standard, some sort of formula in the industry when it comes to creating a pair of headphones. You'll recognize this particular design. It is similar to other headphones we've seen on the market, so I think a lot of you would have probably already associated this design similar to the Sony XM5s, even the Sony XM4s. It has hints of that, it has traces of that. Although it does still have its personality, it has its character. Now, there are many instances where you might be looking at a product or just an overall, new piece of tech that you want to add to your setup. And sometimes you do want that flashy keyboard, you want that colorful item, but sometimes you really like simplicity. You like something that's casual and it's an everyday basic that you're gonna wear and you're gonna use, kind of like a piece of clothing, right? You don't want it something to be too flashy, but yet you want it to still have a little bit of character. And that's something that I will give to this headset. It has a bit of character, yet it is subtle. It's not super loud. It doesn't scream. I just bought X headphones, so it's nice. I like that. It's versatile. Every day, you want to use it on the plane, you want to use it at home, you want to use it at work, you can. It's a great overall versatile headset. But now, with that being said, let's touch up on the actual design. It has nice padding on the ear cuffs. It's very soft and very cushiony. It never feels uncomfortable. Another thing I really like about the headset is that it's super light. That's something to me that's just a critical selling point when it comes to a pair of headphones. If it's too heavy, if it's just painful to wear, I'm just not gonna wear it. I won't enjoy it, and I'll be honest. Maybe I have a sensitivity when it comes to these type of things, but I really don't like when headphones are heavy. Some people do like those things. I have to say, not for me. I really like when headphones are light. These are light, they're portable, and they don't feel, when you use them for extended periods of time, I kind of forget that I have them on my head, and that's amazing. I really hope that you guys can kind of relate to that. It's a great feeling when you can use them for extended periods of time and you don't feel that discomfort. You know, a lot of times, I know personally I have maybe slightly bigger ears than just the average person, or I tend to fill up ear cups a little bit more. I know that's a weird thing to say, but maybe that's something that you're also experiencing. That's not an issue I had with the headphones. It's great. Overall comfort, there's more than enough space, and it adjusts really well. It does have a mix of plastic and similar synthetic leather all around. The headrest itself is comfortable, it's cushiony, it has the same leather-like material that you'll find on the ear cuffs. It's slightly small in terms of dimensions. I do believe that if they made it a little bit bigger, it would accommodate just about everyone and every head shape, size, length, you know, all of those things and above. I have to talk about one of the main features of the headphones, and that's the fact that it has Bluetooth connectivity and noise cancelling. And these are two elements that are pretty much main selling points nowadays on the market. A lot of times we look at headphones, you know, like nowadays Beats have noise cancelling, Sony has noise cancelling, Bose has noise cancelling, all these bigger brands have noise cancelling. And it leaves the question to, you know, some of the other brands, maybe smaller brands or just up and coming brands that have potential to grow. It leaves them a little bit in this gray zone. Are we able to provide noise cancelling with the headphones? Are we able to provide that for a smaller price point? And that's where this headphone lives up to that. It does provide noise cancelling, and it's not an artificial noise cancelling. It's not some fake, you know, artificially made noise cancelling. It really does have a natural noise cancelling. It's great. I think I may have said noise cancelling. Somebody put a noise cancelling counter somewhere, but it is truly nice. It's simple and it's effective. It works. Now, in terms of Bluetooth connectivity, it has 5.0 support. Super great. It's standard. I think nowadays it's easy for companies to integrate that into their products and just give it to a wider range of markets. When it came to Bluetooth connectivity, I really did use these in a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different contexts. But specifically when I was gaming, there has been an instance where I connected the phones really easily to my desktop PC. The process was super great. Just a few seconds and I was already connected. However, once I was into my PC, I had my Discord open and then I was playing a game, and the audio from the game was delayed by, I'd say, a second and a half, which might not seem like a lot and it might not seem a very significant problem, but it can be an issue because when you're playing a video game, especially like a fast-paced video game, you want to have all these cue audio features. Now, that being said, this is not an issue that you will run into if you're using a PlayStation 5, because as we all know, PlayStation 5 doesn't have Bluetooth support for exterior headphones or things that are not from PlayStation themselves. They have their dedicated headphones. I know it's not the most convenient, but you can still use them. In the box itself, you'll find an auxiliary cord that allows you to plug the headphones into any controller, for example, a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5. You'll also have an USB-C to USB 3.0 charging port inside. All the basics are included. Battery life on this is kind of crazy. It's really impressive. Over 80 hours of playback time is really good. Now, I think there's just about one company out there, and I've said this a few times, but Beats by Dr. Dre, man, they have the secret formula to battery life. It's just stellar. The battery life on these things is great. Holds up really well. You can charge them super quickly. So in just about 30 minutes, you can get 5 hours of playback time, which is absolutely surprising. You know, what other device do you charge for just about half an hour and it gives you about 6 times the amount of listening time that you can get from that little small charge? It's great. In terms of just other features and other designs, it offers just about, you know, your regular buttons. So it has a power button that also allows you to connect via Bluetooth. If you hold the power button, it enables the finding Bluetooth mode, so you can connect to just about any device. It has clicky buttons, which are great. It's satisfying. It gives you a confirmation that when you press the button, it actually sends the command. Nowadays in the market, there's a lot of haptic feedbacks. There's a lot of new implementations when it comes to headphones, you know, gestures, and sometimes it's like in terms of touch. I can specifically compare it to the Sony XM5s. You can hold the side of the headphones and that will allow the music to stop and to pause. As much as that's great in terms of innovation, it's not so practical on an everyday basis. Clicky, simple, physical buttons are always the way to go. For me, it's just a winner. Now, with all that being said, it all comes down to this last final point, price point. When you're buying a pair of headphones, specifically when you're looking at a rather extended list of desires, you know, you want to have noise canceling, but you want to have Bluetooth connectivity, right? You want to also have the opportunity to use them wired. So for example, if you're using it for like a gaming console, right? So for me, there's been instances where I was playing on the PlayStation 5 and I was using the headphones with the wire. That's great. Versatility. It allows me to just be flexible. I want to use them on my PC, I connect them via Bluetooth and it's good. I want to use them on the PlayStation, I just plug in the wire. Again, super simple. But let me know what you think about a product like this. I do want to give a huge thanks to Earfun for making this video possible. Thank you once again for sending the headphones my way. I've actually enjoyed using this headphone, so I'm really hoping that maybe if you guys do pick them up, you go ahead. Just all I'm asking is let me know if you've enjoyed using them and if you actually enjoy the product itself, because that's great. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching another video. I wish you the best of luck in everything you do. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. New videos coming really shortly. And stick around. A lot of good stuff on the way.